myself clear. Said, excuse me, sir.
Excuse me, sir.
That's my aquifer.
That's my aquifer.
What are you pouring on the ground? Well, Fred, I said, would you tell me what you do with that oil all dirty and brown? He said, yes, I just take it out behind the garage, and I dump it, and it sinks into the ground. And I know I maybe shouldn't. If it were a lot, I wouldn't, but it's really only just a little bit. I said, Fred, I'm about to tell you something, and I think you better listen to it. I said, excuse me, sir.
Excuse me, sir.
That's my aquifer.
That's my aquifer.
What are you pouring on the ground?